Okay, Algebra 2. This should be Monday the 4th. And this week we're going to look at something called a matrice. And a matrice is just a fancy way to organize data. Okay, if I can spell this right. Just a fancy way to organize your data. And it looks like this. It looks like a box almost. All right. That is called matrice A. All right. These are brackets, squared off brackets. They're not parentheses, they're squared off brackets. And that's when you see something that has those square brackets around it like that, you know it's a matrice. And a matrice is simply made up of rows and columns. Okay, all right, that's short for column up there. And what you want to remember, easy way to remember this is columns stand up like columns on a building. If you know what a column on a building is, it's like the pillars that are out front of a old stately building. And the columns stand up vertically. The columns run north and south like those three right there. Rows, so columns run up and down. Rows run left to right or east to west. And when we reference a matrice, first thing we ought to do whenever we look at a matrice is recognize this, what you'd probably call the size of the matrice. The technical definition is the dimension or the order, and that is simply the rows by columns. Now, I always remember this. When I was a kid, there was something called RC Cola. I don't even know if it's still around or not. You guys would have to tell me. It's like a generic Pepsi or Coke. Rows by columns. So we would look at this matrice we have up here. Let me get rid of this stuff. And we would say there are 2 rows and there are 1, 2, 3 columns. So we would say the dimension or the order, it's got 2 names, dimension or order is 2 by 3. That will be really important to us tomorrow. All right, not so much today. Today, really what's important is understanding that you always reference things by row, by column, RC, okay? So whenever you see something like this, it looks like it says A sub 12, but what that's saying is A sub row 1, column 2. So it's asking you what is in row 1. Let's go see. Here's row 1. Column 2. Well, which number did I circle twice? 9. So the element, each of those numbers in that matrice is an element. In the A1, 2 position is a 9. All right, and you kind of do what I just did. But you just got to remember, it's rows first. So when I see A sub 2, 3, that's row 2. Okay, that's that bottom row. Column 3, that's that last column. And what number did I circle twice? 3. So the element A sub 2, 3 is a 3. And how about then A sub 2, 1? That would be row 2, bottom row, column 1, first column. That's at 5. So that's what I want you to be able to do today. I want you to be able to tell me the dimension and then pick out individual elements and really make sure you always do row by column. Okay? So let's take a look at another example today, and that'll be about all I'll have you do today. So here's a little bigger matrice. Let's just real quickly count them up here. How many rows do we have? We have 3 rows. How many columns do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 columns. So this order, the order or the dimension or the size, you really only have 2 possible answers, 3 by 5 or 5 by 3, but it's important. It'll be more important tomorrow. Which one? Which one is it? How does it go? Well, it always has to go row by column. Row by column is 3 by 5. Okay. And then I've got 4 elements here for you to find. Again, this is matrice B, so it's B sub 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 3, and 3, 5. So go ahead and pause and find those real quick before I do it for you, and we'll just make sure we're reading row and column correctly. Okay, let's see what we got. B sub 2, 4, row 2, column 4. That's the 12. Okay. What else here? 1, 4. So it's in this first row. 1, 2, 3, fourth column. It's at 7. How about 3, 3? So third row, third column. Third row, third column. It's that 3 right there. And last one, 3, 5. So back in the third row, fifth column over. Third row, fifth column over. It's that 9. So 12, 7, 3, and 9. Hopefully that's what you got. And that's all I'm going to have you do today. So short homework assignment. Let me take a quick look. Same type of problems as these two. Then there's 2 problems. Submit your picture as usual, and we'll see you tomorrow.